People fucking with my money.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part of what we do. Mm-hmm. Constantly chasing money. Every bit of money we get usually comes from a different person. Mm-hmm. With a different set of circumstances.
You're looking up. Come on, give me the cash.
Yep.
It's so fun.
It's kind of neat to manage, your own career.
This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
But at the same time, it's when you get cancellations, you go with it. Shut up! But yes, it sucks no matter what when you get a cancellation. I always have this need to fill that space. If I get a cancellation, I'm like, no! Not that I've spent any money.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
It's almost like I knew I had work, so I need to put more work in that place in order to feel like it's all psychological,
I don't think a lot of people outside of what we do really can relate to what it is that we're saying.
Do you understand?
Because a lot of people go to work and they spend X amount of time at that job, and at the end of the week they get X amount of money every time.
Yeah.
That's not how our life goes.
No.
Our life is a serious roller coaster.
Yeah.
We're always looking for a new way to diversify our income flow.
Especially living in Los Angeles. I kind of feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, because it's butt-ass expensive.
Like,
we live in the most expensive state next to, New York?
Call me Snake.
Sometimes you have to do multiple things.
Yeah.
Like I'm a makeup artist, but at the same, like I do hair on top of that, and then photography, and then we do production.
Right.
And then, we have Munk'it Kitty and Munk'it Life.
The other aspect of what it is that we're doing is we're always trying to level up. And we're always trying to position ourselves for the next thing. Because as we talk about a lot, Sammy and I both have a tendency to want to do new things all the time, where the average person might be cool with doing the same thing for 30 years, 40 years, up till retirement. We're looking at this experience to help manifest this experience, to help manifest that experience, to ultimately the end goal.
My tiger kung fu is better than yours.
Which is full-time creating
Yeah.
our own shit.
You said, though, a good word is experiences. That's really, what the both of us are so attracted to, is having these experiences that are art-based.
Yeah.
And not even really thinking about it. We just kind of morph from, one creative field to the next. They're all related, in my opinion.
Well, this is how it happens. And Sammy has a great example in her life. Is as a makeup artist, she's a part of making a lot of cool photography, a lot of cool images. And in the course of doing that, you're working and being exposed to a lot of other people who are doing other aspects of it, styling, hair, photography. And that's how Sammy got into photography, is because she was desiring, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm speaking on her behalf, but I saw it go down. She wanted a certain quality of art. She felt like in order for her makeup to really showcase properly, she had to take control of the photography as well.
Absolutely.
Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Doing these other things is what exposes us to all the things that we end up wanting to do, because her and I are very much like, oh, that looks really interesting. I want to engage in that and learn that. And working creatively, we get exposed to a lot of different options, right? And because of that, now we have a bigger picture as a result of it.
Right. Absolutely.
And I think a lot of the stuff that we're talking about is going to be really valuable to people who are trying to manifest another aspect of their life design that they might have in their head. Like maybe you are working a job that you're kind of like over and you want to do new shit.
I love my job.
Or, maybe you're already on that path and you're not quite sure what it is that you got to be exposed to in order to make things happen on a new level.
Level up.
We've had to wear a lot of different hats as a result to our lifestyle and what we're exposed to manifest a diversification of income flow, because we can't rely on one source.
And creatively, I kind of need that stimulation from,
Go crazy.
Yeah, from different field because I get a little like if I do one thing for too long.
Yeah.
You know, so it's nice to break it up with photography and then come back to makeup and then work in production and
Keeps it fresh, keeps life interesting. And if one thing happens to close down, so to speak,
Be my victim.
you have other opportunities to, to help keep it moving.
we don't panic. We don't want to be left in a position where if one thing slows down that we don't lose our shit.
I lose my shit sometimes.
But we have options. We do have options. We just have to be creative. We always figure it out. And before we know it, we're thriving, in this new creative field. And then something else comes up, another opportunity. And, next thing you know, you're working in 3D. So,
Right. Or you're all of a sudden applying those skill sets that you might have acquired throughout the course of your journey
I know Kung Fu.
in a completely new way outside of the box of thinking. You never thought that you can make money applying those skills in that way. But you got to get crafty, you got to get creative, you got to monk it up and just make it happen.
Are you filming? Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. You got me. This is gonna be crazy.